Hello everyone, I am Zaerosz and today I will be filming my favourite recipe for you, much like Kwon did with his gourmet peanut butter and jelly. It's a silly recipe, that one, but whatever. Anyway, today I am going to be cooking spaghetti bolognese. So, what we're going to need is a decent amount of mince. Beef, lamb, chicken, turkey, whatever. I use beef mince. This cost about $6.80 New Zealand, which is pretty cheap actually. Spaghetti bolognese is a cheap and easy meal, and it is quite fast to cook, easy to cook. This recipe will feed about 4 people. Well, 3 people if you eat a lot. Anyway, you need mince, you need, well, I use 2 cans of tomatoes. These ones are diced in thick juice with fresh basil. I don't know. You're going to need some grated cheese. I'm going to grate that later while the mince is cooking, and you're going to need some spaghetti. But anyway, let's get on with the cooking. So first you're going to want to put some oil into a frying pan. I use rice bran oil. You're going to want to put that up to about second highest setting you've got on the stove, and you're going to basically split the mince in half, because this is too much mince for a single frying pan to contain. You just want to do that roughly with a spatula, like so. And just wait for the frying pan to heat up and we'll cook that then. Right, that's probably about hot enough now. The oil started steaming, so it's about time to stick the mince in. And you can tell it's about good to cook when it sizzles like that on contact. Now what you want to do is just split the mince up even more. Yeah, and watch out for spitting oil too. That's really, really uncomfortable. So yeah, just cook that until it's brown on both sides. Yeah, so that's browned now, but it's still a bit pink in the middle, so we'll just let that cook a bit longer, and then we'll put it off in another bowl and we'll get started on the second half. It shouldn't take very long at all. That took about 3 minutes maybe. So that was the second lot of mince done. That took about as long as the first set. We're going to turn that down to about a 3 now. And then we're going to put the rest of the mince back in here. Just shuffle that around a bit. Actually, we'll make that a 2, shall we? And now in goes the tomato. If you'll just excuse me for a second. Good. In we go. Oops. Yes, tomato tends to splatter, so be careful. And 1. And a 2. I am so going to have to clean this up later. Anyway, now that that's in, we just give it a quick stirring in. Right, so that's sorted for now, so we'll just leave that to simmer for about, say 20 minutes. While that's simmering away, let's get the spaghetti on. We want some boiling water, a decent amount. We want some salt, also a decent amount. Helps the water boil faster. Gives the spaghetti a bit more flavour, and just a dash of oil on top, just a little. Now, as for the actual spaghetti, you would want, say, I'd say this much would feed about 2-3 people. So we'll just add a little bit more there. We'll set that aside for when the water's actually boiling. In the meantime, while that's boiling, I'm going to grate some cheese. Right, so it's been about 20 minutes. This should be about ready by now. So I'm just going to put the spaghetti in. The spaghetti is the easiest part to cook, really. You just have to, well, stick it in there, really. You just give it a quick stir every so often, and yeah. Should be done in about 10-15 minutes. If it will stay in the pot. Now, as for the seasoning, just turn that right down. I usually like my Bolognese with a little salt, not too much. That is probably too hot for me to eat right now. I'll just set that back over there off the hot element, and I'll come back in about. The mince is cooled off a bit now, so we can test it for seasoning. I usually prefer a bit of salt with mine, as I said. You just want to get a little bit on your teaspoon. Try not to drop any of it. Make sure it doesn't burn your tongue. Yeah, that needs a little salt. Stir that in. There we go. That's good. And we'll come back when the spaghetti is right. So we want about a full bowl of cheese. You just grab some and sprinkle it over the mince. You can skip this if you're allergic to cheese, or if you're lactose intolerant, or if you just don't like it, or whatever. Entirely optional step. I find it adds a nice touch. Plus it's delicious. And there we go. Spaghetti bolognese. And we've still got a decent amount of of bolognese left in the pan. No spaghetti at all, but plenty of bolognese. That's probably another 2 servings right there. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and if you're wondering about my Spore Let's Play, that is resuming tomorrow after I have access to the mic again, and after I am completely 100% better, because the last week I have been quite sick and it's been horrible. But anyway, thank you.